Hey, 10X BNB family. I have one of our special students with us today, Deanna. Deanna, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. So wanted to bring Deanna on the video today to share her story and her success in Airbnb. She currently has one property live on Airbnb, and we'll show that in just a couple minutes. But Deanna, maybe share with the community, what were you doing before Airbnb? What made you interested in getting into Airbnb?
Well, I have no prior experience in this. I've always been intrigued by Airbnbs. I think it's just an excellent idea, great way to make money. I currently work in healthcare. So I have two kids. I work in healthcare. My goal was I just started looking around at other opportunities where I could work from home. Um, as you know, everybody knows, I'm sure healthcare it's just gotten old. I've been doing it for a long time, and I want to change. I like to be out there. I like to be talking to people, moving around. And currently, my job is a 9 to 5 job in a clinic, and I'm bored.
Hmm.
So I was online, actually looking at becoming an Amazon seller, which I know nothing about. And of course, when you're searching for things on the internet, you start getting all kinds of ads. And I talked to one guy because he seemed pretty trustworthy. And he was talking to me about selling on Amazon and drop shipping and all of this is completely foreign to me. So it was intimidating and it didn't feel right. So he said, you know what? I'm doing something else as well that is a lot easier than selling on Amazon. Um, the opportunities are just easier, more tangible. And why don't we talk about this? So he brought up Airbnb, and he's a property manager and has a few properties and is doing really well. And we spoke about that. And of course, there's a fee for every training program. So I was really nervous about putting down the money for 10X BNB, but I trusted this guy and he was very patient. He wasn't pushy. He showed me your video. It is easier than selling on Amazon would be. So I took a leap of faith because my ultimate goal here is, and I'm manifesting it because it's going to happen. I want to own a condo in Tulum. I don't know why Tulum, Mexico, but it keeps popping up and it looks like a beautiful area. So I want to have a vacation property, a rent, and then Airbnb it when I'm not using it, but have it there for my friends and family to use. And so that's why I definitely felt good about going with the Airbnb side of things. Your training program, like even the video, the promotional video, it just made sense. Like I didn't feel like I was going to have to do hours of webinars and reading and learning because really I'm not tech savvy. So this just felt right, and I'm glad I did it. So far, so good.
Amazing. And how's the live group coaching going? Because I know obviously when you get into 10X BNB, there's an element of self-study, but then there's a live group coaching as well. How's that going for you?
The live group coaching is great. I can't always get on, so I like that it's recorded so I can watch it later. But it's it's not really technical. Like I can follow it, I understand. It's just, I don't feel intimidated. Everyone's very friendly and helpful. Nobody's judging anybody. Like there are some complete beginners like myself, and I don't ever feel like I'm being judged because I ask a not so smart question.
Awesome. Awesome. No, that's fantastic. And what I'd love to do is just showcase one of your Airbnb listings for the audience. So this is one of this is actually Deanna's first Airbnb listing. And Deanna, how did you come across this opportunity?
Well, my aunt has this beautiful home
Mhm.
in Cambridge, Ontario, and she used to have quite a huge house that she just sold, and she Airbnb'd 2 of her rooms. She did it
Mhm.
on her own at her old house, and she did quite well with that. And then she moved to this bungalow. I just approached her about it, and I thought, well, she's by herself.
Mhm.
and she loves to host. She loves to entertain. And there's this beautiful bedroom with an ensuite bathroom.
Yeah.
And, she loves to have company. So I just approached her about it because I knew, like, I'm starting with bed flipping. That's all I can do right now. And I just thought, what a great way to start, because it's my aunt. So if I mess up, she'll be okay with it. It's not that big of a deal. And she was on board right away. Absolutely. She said yes right away. And she's been great about it. And it's one bedroom
Mhm.
that she's renting out, the one bedroom,
Yeah.
but she's kind enough to, she's there if people want to use the kitchen or like the piano. That's why we took a picture of the piano, because she loves to play and have people
Mhm.
play with her. And so she's like the perfect candidate because she's
Yeah.
so open-minded to this. And
Yeah. And, obviously this is a private room within the house. Like you mentioned, your aunt is still living there. Great way to get started in Airbnb, by the way, just monetize spare bedroom. How long did it take you to, and obviously, again, this is a brand new listing. How long did it take you to get bookings once you took this live?
oh gosh, we had our first booking within 4 days, and actually it was the same day booking. And the man actually pleaded in the email. He said, please, please, this is a beautiful home. I really would love to stay here. I'm arriving tonight at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And yeah, absolutely. He stayed for 2 nights.
Yep.
And then the night that he left, we had our second booking. So he left at noon. And
Mhm.
then that night at midnight, the second booking arrived, and he's staying for 8 days.
Fantastic. And obviously, again, because it's a new listing, the price point is a bit lower. You're charging around, $60 to $75 a night, which is fine. Great way to start. And I think you mentioned you made about $650 so far just with being live for a week or so, which is a great way to start. Where do you see the price point going for this property? Because as we were looking through the photos, we can see obviously not the best photos. So we need to optimize the photo. We need to still go through the SEO module in the course. We still need to go through the pricing module in the course and really fully optimize this listing. But where do you see it going once you've optimized things? Where do you see the price point going?
Okay, yeah. So I did price it low. The photos are not the best. I was just excited to get it out there because I really just wanted to just start making a name for myself.
Mhm.
And so we did start low. But there's a swimming pool being put in the backyard, which guests can use. So next summer that'll be ready to go. I'll get better photos, and I think I'm going to charge closer to $100 a night, because
Nice.
really it's a gorgeous house. And um, I have looked at other places in the area, and for the bedrooms are smaller, the photos are not as nice, the listings are not as great, and they're charging about the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we're going to go closer to $100 a night. And then once the swimming pool is in, maybe as high as $120 a night.
Yep. Definitely. And I noticed you have your first review. I'll read it out. Very clean house and quiet location. Deanna and Catherine are nice and friendly hosts. I also like mocha and cats. So great first review. Great first review to have. What's your experience been with the Airbnb guests themselves? Has it been a good experience, a bad experience?
Well, so far, only two guests. Very nice, quiet. They both happen to be electricians,
Mhm.
and very respectful. My aunt says that she offers breakfast in the morning. They're off to work.
Mm.
They leave early. They can't come home in the evening, and they're tired. They're quiet.
Yep.
She said both have been wonderful. So she's really happy with the experience too so far.
That's fantastic. And so great work so far on this on this first property that you have. Um, Tell us about what the future looks like for your company. What do you see as a next step beyond just optimizing the listing, getting higher price points? What's the next step for your business?
Well, I'm currently talking to a few people. We have a couple of large universities in the area, and I'm talking to some people that already have furnished rentals
Mhm.
that have been up on Marketplace for a week or two. And so we're going to talk about, I'm going to show them some numbers,
Yeah.
and see what potential that they have there to make more than what they're asking for their monthly rental rates. Those areas like near the university,
Mhm.
their occupancy rates are 70 to 75%, which is great.
Fantastic.
And I also like I would love to own again, I'm dreaming, but to get like a cabin of my own, or I don't know if you've heard of Bunky Life.
No, I
So
haven't.
oh, it's so people design these bunkies. They're like cabins, and you can just have them delivered to wherever you want to. And I don't have property, but I do have some ideas. So I would love to have something like that, something unique.
Amazing.
Because anybody, everybody has a house or a condo or apartment for rent, but I'm looking for something that is more unique, like an experience. I've seen yurts and these beautiful domes that are heated, and so I'm hoping to land a deal like that. But for now, I just want to work on doing some more bed flipping for people that I know. I'm in contact with people that have condos for rent, and eventually I'd also like to do rental arbitrage. That would be the
Fantastic.
next step.
Fantastic. And I think, based on everything you said, there's literally an endless number of ways to expand in this business and make money. Whether it's, unique accommodations like yurts and glamping sites and the other things that you mentioned, or just the traditional ways of taking a house or a condo, putting it on Airbnb, whether it's a spare bedroom, whether it's the whole property, whatever the case may be, there's so many ways to make money in this business. And it's just about getting your foot in the door and just getting started. Like that's the hard part, right? Just get started and then opportunities will open up.
Oh yeah, I was nervous. It's even though it's my aunt's house, like I was nervous to put that listing up there and go live, and just it was intimidating, but it's actually easier than I thought it was going to be. So it just kind of runs itself. People send you
Yep.
an email, they want to book, you accept their booking, and then
Sim-
off you go.
It's simple, right? No, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. And we're all excited to see, what the next step is for you, how you expand this business. So thank you so much for joining us on this video today, sharing with us your story. And we can't wait to see where you go next.
Thank you, Sean. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Deanna. Thank you so much.